Deb Hoffman, Guinness World Record holder of the largest Winnie the Pooh collection in the world. And boy, do I wish this video was coming to it at better times. You know, it's interesting. In days gone by, I thought the only spookables that existed were the heffalumps and the woozles that Winnie the Pooh had, but I guess maybe that was a little naive. So hopefully you're staying safe and healthy. Hunker down and just take some time. Maybe grab a Pooh Bear and give it a hug, and hopefully it gives you a smile. I know these days I try to wake up like Winnie the Pooh, ready to face the day, and I'll either read an internet post or watch the news, and well, sadly then I'm more like Eeyore. By the time the broadcast is down, I'm feeling like I'm Piglet. So I try to stay focused, and I try to be more like Rabbit or like Gopher. And by the end of the day, I'm bouncing off the walls like Tigger. So talk about feeling like all the characters in the 100-Acre Woods these days. Thank goodness my rock is Christopher Robin, and my husband has been level-headed, a little bit like Owl sometimes, but very level-headed, and he's been really trying to take care of me. So anyway, before this disaster, pandemic, or whatever you want to call it, happened, I've been down in Florida for work, which you might think is, oh my gosh, that's wonderful. Granted, the weather has been fantastic, a little bit nicer than in Wisconsin, but we were working so hard for our client in the beginning, and we said, you know, towards the end when we're going to go home, we're going to go to Disney for your birthday. So I've been down here for 2 months, and I've gone to Disney 0 times. The week right when we were supposed to take a couple of days off and go celebrate my birthday, Disney closed. So you know it must be a disaster if Disney's closing. So anyway, all the way down here, all this time, I haven't got a chance to go see the big yellow bear, but you know what? We'll all make it through it. So I found something kind of interesting down in Florida. On occasion, I was able to stop at a thrift store when we were out and about, and there are lots and lots of thrift stores. So, you know how I often say in my interviews that, you know, when will I stop collecting Winnie the Pooh? And then many times I'll say, well, you know, if it's between collecting Winnie the Pooh and the mortgage, I'll stop collecting Winnie the Pooh. Well, I've stopped collecting Winnie the Pooh for right now. Hopefully that changes, but I wanted to show you a couple of things that I did find before I stopped or curtailed collecting Winnie the Pooh. So I was at a thrift store, like I was saying, and I think probably because we are so close to Disney World, some of the stores will get overstocks or maybe like last season's merchandise. And so I did find a thrift store that had these 2 pins. They're kind of cool. One looks like Piglet, and one looks like Eeyore, and they're both in the shape of ice creams on a stick. And so I thought that was really kind of interesting. I had never seen these before. And the thrift store had maybe, I don't know, 10 or 15 of each of them. That's the reason it was making me kind of think that they were overstocks, or I'm guessing, you know, several years ago. So they've got the little pins on the back with the little Mickey head. So found those 2 things, and I thought those were really kind of cool. And then some of our very good friends, Chris and Kelsey, live down here, and they actually found for me a Winnie the Pooh bucket. And so it actually came from Tokyo, and so it's a popcorn bucket, and so it's plastic, and so it looks like a tree stump, and it's got Piglet on it on the back, and so and it opens up. Does it open up? Oh, here it opens up here. And so it opens up, and so they gave that to me as a gift. And so this was absolutely wonderful, something I'm never going to find even down in Florida. And so these 3 pieces are the last, well, sort of the last addition to my collection. Right before, again, the disaster happened, it was my birthday month, and so Gary said, you know, why didn't you go out and find a couple of Winnie the Pooh things? So I've talked about this store frequently, Box Lunch and Hot Topic. All of a sudden just had an explosion of Winnie the Pooh t-shirts. And so yes, I did get myself a couple of t-shirts. This one's Eeyore. I thought it was kind of appropriate for this time. But anyway, just a word of caution, if you do decide to go on out to Box Lunch or Hot Topic, there's still plenty of the t-shirts out there. They run very small. So normally I'll take a medium. This is an extra large, and it still feels just a tiny bit tighter than I would like. So anyway, if you decide to go on out and splurge on a t-shirt, definitely make sure you upsize once or twice because they are running kind of small. These are actually youth sizes. If you do get one that's a woman size, it's a tiny bit bigger. But again, if you get a woman size, I would upsize once. If you get the youth size, definitely upsize 2 or maybe 3 sizes. So anyway, good to connect with you again. You know, with this crazy time that we're having, if you're going through a hard time, feel free to reach out to me, email me, Facebook me, message me, get a hold of me somehow, and let's talk about something positive. Let's talk about Winnie the Pooh, and you know, we'll all get through this together. Because of the crazy time that we're having, I've decided to give away not just 1, but 2 Winnie the Poohs at the end of the month. So definitely make sure that you enter the contest on mostpooh.com. Make sure you're a YouTube subscriber. And you know, if you haven't entered contests in the past, if there are any episodes that you want to go back and watch, or quite honestly, you know what, if you want to rewatch them and enter the contest again, get your name in. And again, I want to put a smile on a couple of people's faces, and so I'm going to give away 2. Who knows, maybe I'll give away 3 Winnie the Poohs at the end of this month, just so that we can all have a little bit of a smile. Oh, and here's my partner in crime. This is Cisco. He's been hanging out with us, you know, with us being so homebound. And so this little Cisco, he also turned 13 not too long ago. So he's my guy, and so he's been hanging out with me. So anyway, have a good day, TTFN, and hopefully next time we connect, it'll be with a little bit bigger smile.